Morning guys, welcome back to the cave. Right, what we're doing today. I've got the majority of my stock done to go and stock the shop that I'm doing on Sunday. So I thought I'd have a bit play today. I got a delivery the other day, bought myself a load of ash, freshly cut. It's only been cut maybe a fortnight, so it's very wet. So I thought I'd have a bit of wet turning today. So I've got a piece on the lathe at the moment. It's going to end up around about maybe just short of 9 inches diameter. It'll be around about maybe 4 inches deep. There's a couple of ways I could do this. I could turn this fairly thick and then leave it to dry for a few months and come back and finish it off, or I can turn it very thin, and I think I'm going to go for the second option. I'm going to do it as a natural edge. The bark is quite thick on this, and I don't know if it'll actually stay on the bowl, but we'll find that out when we come to it. There's not much. Well, there's a bit of heartwood in this, which is a really nice darker colour than the usual white ash. It's way out of balance at the moment. I'll show you that once I adjust the camera. So it's going to be a natural edge bowl. It's going to be turned fairly thin and just done to a finish today. So I'll just adjust the camera and then we'll come back and we'll get some turning done. So here it is, and as you can see, it's way out of balance. I've brought the tailstock up for support. I've got my mask on. I've got a freshly sharpened gouge. So let's get some turning done. Starting off at around about 450. Just going to swap chucks over. Now if you were wondering why I used the small parting tool to put an extra groove at the tenon, the jaws I'm using on this chuck are parallel, but they've got a little lip on them as well, just so you can, so that lip fits into a groove. Primarily made for holding the screw chuck, but it actually works very well for holding something like this. When you put the groove in, it tends to clamp on the wood better. Right, here we go, start hollowing out. Right, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to turn the video off for a minute or two. I've just got to go and get a light. I'm going to get a light to try and shine in through the side wall of the bowl so I can actually gauge the depth with light. Right then, I've got the light set up at the back of the bowl here so I can actually gauge the thickness of the wood. So we'll get started again. Now the wall thickness is a bit thicker at the base than what it is further up, but I'm still fairly happy with that. Just have a look and see what we're looking at here for the wall thickness. That's around about 2.5 mil. So that's fine. I'll move this light out the way and I'm going to get this sanded now. put some sand and sealer on this now. Let that dry, and then I'm going to hit it with some Yorkshire grit. We'll just come back when that's dried off. Right, so that's the sand and sealer dried. I'm going to use some Yorkshire grit original. Get this nicely rubbed in. And start working it in. Yeah, the bark's starting to come off. I'm just going to take all of the bark off. It's a shame, but like I say, if I use super glue, it's just going to mark the wood. And I'll just get that sanded down. Add a bit more grit onto there. Just knock back the sand and sealer a bit on the inside. I'll stick some Yorkshire grit in here. And I think as a finish on this I'm going to use Danish oil. I'm just going to give that a rub in. What I'll probably do, I'll probably get this turned round, get the foot taken off, and over the next few days add some more layers of Danish oil off the lathe. But once I get it turned round and get the foot taken off, I'll take it in the house, do some photos so they can go up at the end of the video. Right, so what I've got here is just a block, which just happens to be ash as well. So I'm going to use the block I've got some of this non-stick matting. I'll just put that on there. Bring the tailstock up, back into the centre point. That's fine, it's running nice and true. Now I'll just get a small bowl gouge. I'm just going to give it a quick sharpen. We'll see about getting this foot taken off. Till rests a bit high. Just bring the camera back up. Right, so all I've got to do now is basically take the nub off. I'll take that nub off with the chisel, get the bottom sanded up, get it finished, but that's it. And if I get my light, I don't know if you'll be able to, you see the light shining through there? So it is fairly thin, like I say, it's around about 2.5 mil just up at the edge here, then it probably goes down to maybe about 4 mil at the bottom. Nice wee project out of some wet ash. Hope you enjoyed it. Give us a like, give us a share. If you haven't already subbed, please subscribe and hit the wee notification button so you know when my next videos are coming up. Just a reminder, make the Central again. I know I've said it quite a lot over the past few weeks. 11th and 12th of May. It's going to be good, it's going to be big. Come along. I'm there the whole weekend. If you fancy a pint, I'll be in the bar at the Hilton Friday and Saturday night, maybe even Sunday night. So I'll see you soon. Busy weekend coming up. I've got to get some more stock together tomorrow, and going to stock the shop up on Sunday afternoon. So hopefully everything goes well there. If you happen to be in Southwest Scotland for holidays, anything this year, give us a bell, send us an email, send us a message, pop along to the workshop. If you're in the Gatehouse of Fleet area, pop into the Mill and the Fleet to the PA pop-up shop there. and that's where some of my work's going to be. And hopefully I'll see you next weekend. Bye for now.